How you doing, folks? G here for Runs Beer Reviews and Tools. And I think we got a fairly decent beer here. I really don't know. I've never had any of these before. And take two. How you doing, all you gals and guys out there on YouTube land? G here for Runs Beer Reviews and Tools. And I think we got a nice Pilsner Lager coming up. I've had one of these a little bit a while ago. Not that long ago, but... at that point, we were drinking a lot of different beers at the time, so I really don't remember how this was tasting and the ABV of it and so forth. Let me see. Yeah. It's a 5.5% alcohol by volume, which isn't too bad. And it's called the Benevolent Ricktator. As you saw his face earlier, that's the Ricktator there. This here is a lager beer, a Pilsner Lager, and like I say, it's 5.5% ABV. And this is brewed by Riverwalk Brewing Company at 40 Parker Street up there in Newburyport, Massachusetts. It's kind of a spoof on the days when all the political prisoners were being brought in, and half of them were probably just tourists in Russia. In the United States, but more so in Russia, saying that they're prisoners, and really they were considered political prisoners because they're saying they were spies and whatever. But I think it's a throwback to kind of like that to the 60s and 70s, and a spoof on that, really. And but anyway, like I said, this is brewed by Riverwalk Brewing Company, which is 35 miles northeast of Boston. So if you're familiar with Boston, and up there on the North Shore is where Newburyport is. Nice, very nice town up there. Very nice. I do have a niece that lives up there, and her husband, and they like it. And all right, let's get back to this here. If you do want to call the brewery, we have a number, 978-499-2337. That will get you they do have a tap room, so it might give you the tap room or the brewery or even the office. I don't know, but that's the number there. Riverwalk Brewing Company was founded in 2012. I did have the name of the gentleman on the tip of my tongue, and I forget it right now. But if I get it, I will put it in the bottom here. So let's say that this is a Czech-style Pilsner. This beer here is kind of in the recipe of a Czech Pilsner-style brew. All right, so let's this brewery itself, the Riverwalk Brewing Company, they do brew other beers. They have an IPA, they have a Kolsch, and they have a Hit A's, a New England IPA. They're not joke beers or spoof beers. They're the real beers that they brew. The founders of the Riverwalk Brewing Company are Mr. Steve and his wife, Betsy Sanderson. Steve and Betsy Sanderson. All right, so I won't waste any more time. We got a glass. Oh, I see it. That's a Trillium. That's another fine brewery in the Boston area. All right, so let's get that glass down here. All right, we get the glass. Has some words in the back here. I'll read it. Benevolent Ricktator has granted amnesty to all political prisoners on February the 30th. Bitcoin bribes accepted for release and or imprisonment of enemies. 5.5% alcohol by lager. So we got a while to go before we get to February. All right, let's crack this open. There we go. Put the name on the side. So. There we go. Coming out golden. Nice light color. Looks like plenty of carbonation. That looks good. Clear. Kind of a frothy head on it. Look at that. You can catch it with frothy. It's creamy looking. Head on it, white. Big bubbles. That are kind of like creamy looking. Golden. Carbonation coming up. A little over a finger head on it. Put that there and get a little look at it. So they say, this was founded in 2012, the brewery Riverwalk. This is a spoof, and I think maybe Riverwalk brews other companies, other breweries, private people brew beers and so forth. Getting messed up my words here. All right, let's give it a try. The aroma on this had like a cereal, that breadiness, that the cereal, the first, and in a little while, or the gas goes out, it's like bready. A bit floral, malty. Cheers. Graininess. Typical Pilsner lager, excuse me. Mild bitterness, really nice bitterness to it. At the end, it's kind of like a little bit of fruitiness. Spicy hops. Oh, not too close. All right. So a lot of the camera work, sorry, folks. It has a nice flavor. Definitely a nice, strong Pilsner lager flavor. Mild bitterness to it. Some maltiness. You know, Pilsner malt, how they have that flavor. A bit grainy. I don't know if I'm picking up on any alcohol. 5.5%. A little bit above average. No. Real nice lager feeling on the throat, going down. Very drinkable. A very drinkable brew. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume, like I say. And the taste is typical Pilsner lager. It's supposed to be a Czech style Pilsner, but it doesn't have any of the noble hops in this. I'm assuming, I don't really know, but I'm not picking up on that kind of the noble hops flavor, the dankness to it, like you do get in a lot of the foreign Pilsner beer, particularly the Czech Pilsners. Not getting it on this one here. Not bad at all, though. Flavorful, for sure. Head retention went away. Wasn't too long, but a lot of the brews do that. Particularly this one had a nice big, somewhat of a frothy head on it there that was creamy looking. All right, so let me wrap this up. Excuse me. Good carbonation for sure. The mouthfeel is light to medium. closer to medium, but light to medium. Good carbonation. Taste, like I say, is graininess. A big, nice Pilsner malt flavor. Mild bitterness, which is nice. Definitely nice feel on the throat. That lager feeling. A little bit of fruitiness at the end as it goes down. Nice hop flavor to it, though. Really nice. I do not know what hops are in this or any of the malts. And the aroma was real nice. It's floral, a bit floral, not a lot. Malty, cereal. The last mouthfeel I had was breadiness. As it gets gases come out, you get that more breadiness feeling. All right, so I won't run this long. So this is from Riverwalk Brewing Company up there in Newburyport, Massachusetts. And Benevolent Ricktator. That's quite the name and quite the character. You saw his face earlier. So, the thing. Wishes everybody around the United States have a good day. And Christmas is coming. And one of the best days of the year. So with that said, enjoy the day, folks. RG here for Ron's Beer Reviews. Have a good day, folks. If you're going to drink responsibly. Be an adult. Drink any alcohol. So with that said, have a good day. Ciao.